Hey everyone, Jezza here, and another video. Yeah, time for another video. I haven't made a video in a while, so I owe it to you guys to make one. Yeah, today I wanted to have a little talk about Jurassic World because everyone's talking about the new trailer for the new film, and I've got a couple of things to say. I'll try and keep it short. I do have the movies lined up, which we can scroll through. But I just wanted to get some of my thoughts across first off, which is I adore Jurassic Park. I watched it as a kid. I had toy dinosaurs. I played with them. I had a great time. I watched Walking with Dinosaurs on, I think it was the BBC. Uh, all the documentaries, all that stuff. I love dinosaurs. I was a dinosaur kid, dinosaur boy. And Jurassic Park helped in that. Uh, I believe it came out in 1993. Yeah, I saw it in the following years when I got a bit older. And then I even like Jurassic Park 2, where they're on Isla Sorna. And it's on like Site B. And some people don't like that movie because, well, there's like different reasons. Steven Spielberg had to remotely direct that film because I believe his son or daughter, was ill and he was spending time with them. So yeah, he remotely directed it and had like a secondary unit do some of it. But some people didn't like some of the decisions in it, like the San Diego bits, which I think is cool. Yeah, so I like Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World. And I even like Jurassic Park 3 so much as I just watched it with friend of the channel, Dan. And yeah, we totally watched it. Uh, I think it was last night or 2 nights ago. Let me wet the whistle a bit. Sorry about that. I got the cotton mouth. So I like Jurassic Park 3, and people don't like that because, uh, for a number of reasons, it has some bizarre imagery, like Alan, the raptor in the dream sequence, and also they broke up Ellie and Alan Grant, and it's like, come on, just can't you just make it like happy ending, sort of thing. But I like the Spinosaurus. Yeah, people hated the Spinosaurus, like it dethroned the T Rex, but I still enjoy it. I like the Spinosaurus. I like the sound design in Jurassic Park 3 of the roar of the Spinosaurus. I just like how it's a contained one off film it's just like a good sequel. It's like it's just, it's good. It's what should be done. Yeah, so to recap, I love Jurassic Park, the first one. The imagery of the T Rex escaping the park, escaping the fence, is so scary. It gave my sister nightmares as a child, and there was like a cupboard door, and if you opened it, it would go to Jurassic Park, and there was a T Rex there. Scary stuff. And we watched it when we were young, so maybe a bit too young. Um, yeah, so I love that. Jurassic Park 2, I like that. Dr. Ian Malcolm, all those people. How it's like Safari. You got Robert Muldoon, the Hunter. Yeah, you got all these cool things. So I enjoy them. I really like Jurassic Park, but there's all this hype over a new trailer for, which we will look at, by the way. So this is like not just a reaction video, but like a bit of a talk video. But yeah, so we will get to the video in a bit. But yeah, so I to get to my main point, that there's all this hype about this new trailer and it's all exciting and everything. There's a problem. I don't like Jurassic World at all. I went in with good faith all those years ago. I think it was 2015, Jurassic World. From the script, the whispers going around the internet about the script, it sounded really silly, and some of that stuff was proven right when it came to InGen's genetic altering of dinosaurs. And I just don't like those films. Where to begin? They're such a mess. They are directed poorly. Not just direction, but the story. It's like Hollywood has a massive screenplay and teleplay problem where they have way too many people attached, too many cooks in the kitchen, that kind of thing, and can't work out a good enough story. And I see it with like the Marvel films. I don't the recent ones. It ended at Endgame for me. We can do a whole other video on that. So yeah, I have a problem with Jurassic World. The story is ridiculous. How they, in the later films, I've got Dominion up right now, but in Fallen Kingdom they have like genetic alteration. The Indoraptor. There's, what's her name? The little girl who's actually a clone. Spoilers and stuff. Yeah, and then in Dominion it gets even sillier with, it's not even like about the dinosaurs, it's about the locusts, the big ancient locusts that have been awakened. Yeah, so like where do I begin? It's this. You just stand back and look at the story of what happens in those 3 Jurassic World films. They progressively get worse, and the story is ridiculous and stupid and dumb, and the dialogue is bad. Bryce Dallas Howard is bad. The biggest draw of those films is Chris Pratt, but that's his like weakest performance because he's got nothing to really do, and they tried so hard to make the whole he can control animals and by holding out his hand, and like they tried to make it a thing. It just didn't work, and yeah, it just those Jurassic World films have a feeling to me of like cash grab, poor imitation, or poor continuation of a classic. It has this general aura of a, and not to mention the appearance of the films, the CGI, terrible CGI. Some people have said it's good. They defend the films by saying they use animatronics. It's still not good enough. Even in Jurassic World 1, it's when they have the like Brachiosaurus is dying and it's like animatronic. It's not good enough still. The size was weird there anyway. So CGI wise, it looks terrible. The Jurassic Park 1 looks way better. So much more. That T-Rex scene at the T-Rex paddock, that's so scary. It looks so good. That CGI is like so old. Yeah, it's actually on the frontier of CGI. CGI wasn't really done until movies like Jurassic Park did it. They use practical and CGI. So yeah, so like just comparing the visuals of Jurassic Park, it's so good, and then standing back and looking at the films of Jurassic World, they just look like crap. I can say what I want. They look like shit. So directed poorly. I was the other night, like I mentioned, I was watching Fallen Kingdom. God, these names are so hard to remember. And I was watching that, and it had this really annoying character in it who like was screaming a lot. You know that guy? I think he was a black dude, or like brown skin, and he had like a sort of an afro thing, and he was screaming like a girl, and like it was just so off. It was trying to be funny, but it was so not. Yeah, and that's like one thing that we could look at. So I reckon what we'll do quickly is, oh man, I was working on this stuff before. It's difficult to do on OBS. I have to go to. So we're gonna check out Fallen Kingdom. Yeah. Let's have a look at that. I just have to press a few buttons. Yeah, is this Fallen? Now I have to be careful of copyright and stuff. so we have to have it on pause. But you guys can see it, and we can skip through to think. Oh, I've got some things to say about James Cromwell. Like, uh, this trying to recreate John Hammond is not going to fly. It didn't fly, and it's a no go. You don't. That's sacred. That's sacred ground. What is his name? Richard Attenborough. Um, he was classic as John Hammond, and they tried to make John Hammond 2.0, and it's so see through. It's so surface level. You can see what they're. It's so blatant. They're just trying to get the member berries. That's the term people use. Like, they're just trying to get you hooked. And it's like very on when it comes to story, it's very surface level. He's not mentioned in any Jurassic Park films. He's not never mentioned or anything like that. So, but James Cromwell, he's a great guy. I met him when I was a child actor, yeah, and I met him on the set of a Stephen King miniseries called Salem's Lot, and I was an extra, and he was like some bishop or something, and I was positioned right next to him in the shot, and when we were like in between shots, he would talk to me and joke with me, and he taught me how to jump and kick my heels. You know that trick when people jump and kick their heels? He was doing that. He's kind of one of those guys who has always looked old. Even back then he looked old, but he was sprightly enough to jump and kick his heels. And he was teaching me how to do that. And then I eventually met Rob Lowe on that set as well, and I got their signatures. And James Cromwell, back then, he's an activist unashamedly. I might not agree with everything he does, but I respect that he's like true to his values. And even back then, he gave me an autograph, but it was on Save the Pigs sort of leaflet, and all the pigs kept in, experimented on, and also used for eating meat. So my point of telling that story is he's an awesome guy, and I love him, and he's in iRobot, and he's in all these different films. Oh, and Babe, love Babe. The farmer and Babe, he's great. But this just is not good what they tried to do here. Try and recreate John Hammond. What are you thinking? Silliness. Silly. That's a word that comes to my mind a lot. Is like silly, stupid, dumb. For these movies, the Jurassic World movies, ugly looking. Yeah, so we can skip through a little bit. I think there's a bit of delay whilst I skip through VLC. There is. Yeah, I never liked the whole story of Owen being able to like be the alpha of the raptors. He's not a raptor. How could he be the alpha? Like, it's just silly stuff. I want to see like dinosaurs get loose and how do I say, like, Jurassic Park, the production details and like scripts and stuff they had for Jurassic Park 4 were absurd as well. They wanted to hybridize humans and dinosaurs and have them installed with guns and stuff. I don't like that idea either. I actually don't have the ultimate solution because of like what to focus on in the Jurassic Park world, because everything that I like has already been done. Dinosaurs getting loose, going to an island with dinosaurs that has no fences, that's been done. A plane crash on a dinosaur island, that's been done. So like, I like that kind of stuff. I don't like this whole direction they went with Owen training the raptors. Doesn't make sense to me. He's not a raptor. How could he be the alpha? And it's like, it's really reaching. It's reaching to get you. It's not believable enough that this stuff. I mean, we're looking at dinosaurs, but if it were reality, it's like, nah. It's just, they're raptors. Like, you can't. It's just silly. It's just silly. Uh, so I don't like that. A lot of things to dislike in these movies. Um, yeah, there's I would like some good things. There's some cool bits on the park, but unfortunately, we're following those two kids. At least in the first film. This is damaged. This is when they come in, and it's all damaged from the events of 2015. Uh, they do it. They try to do an epic shot of these Brachiosaurus walking past. Looks like I can't find it. Um, oh yeah, this is the silly bit. There's that guy who screams and is super annoying. He's not, and he's also in the American Society of Magical Negroes or whatever it's called, and he's had interviews where he's like, all my life I've felt like I've had to uh, be to the standards of white people. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, you race baiter? Uh, yeah, I don't really like him at all. Uh, so he's no fun to watch. Like I say, Chris Pratt is their biggest draw. There's Macy, I believe that's her name. She's a good enough actress for a child actor. I was a child actor, a bit different though. She was more successful than me. There's a weird bit with the T-Rex. The T-Rex scares the hell out of me. There's only a few things in the world that scare me, and there's like, I'm scared of sharks. I'm scared of, I say in this real world, but I'm scared of Predator, as in like from the movie Predator with Arnie, and I'm scared of a Tyrannosaurus Rex, like stumbling upon one and it like chasing me down. I'm like scared of that stuff. So seeing this T-Rex is like really scary. It's kind of a clunky scene, and they do this weird thing where Owen gets smushed by some snot, and it's just like gross, and it reminds me of Peter Jackson in, funnily enough, his King Kong film, where he has so much gratuitous, gross stuff with like insects and bugs and mush and gross stuff, and I don't like that stuff. So that was another point off for me. Love Peter Jackson, but yeah, he like has a thing about this gross. He likes to gross out his audience. Yeah, so anyway, back to this. I think she's learning that she's a clone here. I should mention that I didn't actually finish watching this movie the other night because it's so bad that I got about halfway through and I just stopped watching. About halfway through, they get off the island, and then it's like all this stuff at the manor, and it's like, oh god, it's so stupid. In confined spaces. I want to see like dinosaurs out in the open, running around, like it's scary, and they have a car maybe, but no, it's like all this stupid. Just realizing that whole time. Sorry about that. I'm trying to do all this in one take, and it can be a bit difficult. Yeah, so that was. Oh my god, what was it? Fallen Kingdom. Let's see if this works. Now, because of copyright, I can't actually play it. So we do that, we turn the audio off, I do studio mode, and then I play it. I skip. Yeah, this is Dominion, which I haven't even bothered to rewatch for like making this video. Because I'm like, these movies are so shit. They're so bad. And I had so much more fun watching the Jurassic Park films recently. And I also watch Jurassic Park lore videos on YouTube. There's one guy I've been watching called Shadows, and he does really cool what ifs and things explain mysteries and conspiracies in the Jurassic Park universe and Jurassic World universe. But I focus on the Jurassic Park stuff. There's also lost VHS footage of Jurassic Park media. That's really fun to watch on YouTube. There's video game playthroughs like Dino Crisis, but like the Jurassic Park game. yeah, I do love this stuff. So like I'm trying to get across that I actually do love Jurassic Park, but Jurassic World, by their fault, not mine, they screwed the pooch. They made bad films, uh, uninteresting, silly, dumb, not the essence of what Jurassic Park is. Trying to take it new edgy direction with DNA and all that. No, no, no. Oh yeah, this is the famous shot of her hiding under the water or whatever. I don't really like Bryce Dallas Howard as an actress. I don't want to be too mean. I try to approach it as like, what if I was talk to them in real life? Like, I did this with Amanda Stenberg, where I tried to appeal to her, and I was like, Bryce Dallas Howard, like, you, how do I say, you're okay at acting. I guess she's just not for me. She's just not my actress that I like. She can do her thing, I guess. I would say get some even more lessons and practice even more acting. Yeah, so she's a bit annoying, you know. So they bring in the old cast to try and spice things up. Yeah. I don't remember anything eventful or fun happening with their reunion. Love Dr. Grant. But yeah, it's just like nothing occurs from this reunion. It's so hollow. It was just to get a good trailer, a good member berry sort of hook to the film to get butts in seats. Like, this is so bad that we just skip through all of it. Like, it's so bad. I don't even think we saw the locusts, but they're there. So look, it's like a 22-minute video, and I've talked a lot, and I do say I'm and R a lot, and I'm trying to work on that. That's sort of part of why I do YouTube, is to practice speech and stuff. There will be a couple of channel updates, so if you're not interested in that, that's fine. You can click away. But let's have a look at, after talking about all that, and I prefaced it with, I like Jurassic Park, but I don't like Jurassic World, and I gave you all my reasons. And I could talk about it way more. Like, if you want to talk about it in the comments, and also if I had a friend of the show, which I've got a few friends of the show, of the channel, if I had discussion with them, we'd get more out of it, because there's stuff we'd bring up, and yeah. So maybe I'll get Dan to come and talk about some of this stuff with me. So let me hide this, click a few things for you guys. Window capture 2, studio mode there, and let's have a look at this. This is
Dr. Henry Loomis, this is Zora Bennett,
Jurassic World Rebirth.
Specialist. Sorry, what mission? This would be a medical breakthrough that could save countless lives. It comes from the largest dinosaurs on the planet.
Oh my God.
Fortunately for us, all these species exist in one isolated place. Can you be ready tomorrow?
I can guarantee your safety. I mean, more or less.
More or less? He's your guy?
We're the best at moving things and people in and out of places they shouldn't be.
Move up towards Barbados, avoid government patrol, but there aren't that many anymore.
Why's that?
No one's dumb enough to go where we're going.
This island was the research facility for the original Jurassic Park.
We need DNA from the 3 biggest dinosaurs.
Do we have to get a sample from an egg?
I suppose we could try and get it from the parent, but they're a flying carnivore the size of an F-16.
Maybe we should make it quick.
These dinosaurs were too dangerous for the original park.
Please don't say they're raptors. They're raptors.
The worst of the worst were left here. yourselves in a place where you don't belong. Survival is a long shot.
What the hell are those?
They're helping the Mosasaur defend territory, stalk, hunt.
None of what you just said is good.
Okay, that looks like shit. To me, and this is my first time watching. Genuine reaction. Yeah, that looks really bad. It's got the same feeling as the Jurassic World. I mean, it is Jurassic World, but it's got the same feelings. Like, they call it Rebirth to try and reinvigorate the direction of the franchise, and it's just the same old shit. It looks so bad. So we can scroll through. I've probably got copyright claimed. Oh well. I like Scarlett Johansson. She's badass. But she didn't stand out in this trailer at all. And this dude, this like generic dude, like also was like, he's like a nothing. He's like a nothing person. That's like a good visual. That like kind of looks cool. And this is where I first started raising an eyebrow. And yeah, sorry I didn't actually say much when we actually just watched that, because I don't know, I like to watch it and then we go through it again. So the tails are really long. Like, what? I know the depiction of dinosaurs changes every couple of years because of recent different finds and different things. That's really bizarre if something looked like that. I forget the name of dinosaur group that would be in, but the big sauropods or something like that. But like I can already see that CGI same shit that I don't like. I can detect it. I didn't really pay attention to any of this. Just boring talk. I'm disappointed. I want to like. I'm not like one. Yeah, I want to like stuff, and like, unfortunately, there's just a lot of bad stuff happening right now. Bad movies, bad TV shows. But this, like, you can't blame me. I mean, you guys can tell as well, right? It looks like the same shit, you know, or like all those things I said before. Yeah, it's like, come on, look at it. It's even got the same color gradient as the previous Jurassic World films. This is all boring. They haven't even shown dinosaurs and stuff. Man, I was looking forward to this trailer, and I was like going to make a video. It was my first video of the year, and now I'm just like disappointed. And I was thinking of making videos on Fantastic Four and a few other things, and I think I'm going to be disappointed with all of that as well. I try not to watch other people's stuff of what I do, because I want to make my opinion clear. So yeah, like, some people might not like that I don't like Jurassic World, or there are even purists who don't like that I like Jurassic Park 2 or 3. So I can't win either way. Yeah. This is all boring stuff. What, they have to get DNA of the 3 largest animals? That seems funny, but okay. T-Rex, it looked... I'll give them this. T-Rex looked cool, but it was like underwater. It was like doing all these weird things. No. It looks gratuitous. That is the word that comes to mind. A new era, but it looks exactly the same, and it's going to be a same shitty story with the bad dialogue and the bad characters, and hell, there's no real character arcs in the movies. Describe to me Owen in the first movie to him in the last movie. What has he overcome? He's like, he saved some dinosaurs and he stopped locusts. What is his character? There's nothing to learn from these movies. There's nothing to take from them. I hope I made myself clear about all that. Jurassic World. You guys know as well. I mustn't be in the minority. Like everyone considers them shit. Sorry, I'm harping on about it. So this is a long video, and we're about to end it. So it's not looking good, this trailer. Even though it's crazy. There's a Spinosaurus. Yeah, I like the Spinosaurus. There's lots of them, but that's not it's not good enough. Not good enough. Is there going to be a kid in this film? I'm really sick of that stuff. They do that. You know what these movies remind me of? They remind me of the Godzilla, the American Godzilla films and King Kong films that they make. That are so bad, and they have kids in it as well, and it's like a kid movie where the kid has a connection to King Kong or whatever, and they look like these movies, those King Kong Godzilla movies. Isn't that funny how they even look alike, and they're the same sort of. I consider them in the same tier. They're both so empty. Okay, so I also wanted to show you, this is Shadows. This is what Shadows site looks like on YouTube. No, if I click on Shadows like this. Yeah, so check out Shadows. I watched a lot of his videos. He does like the Jurassic Park iceberg. All these cool things. What was in the restricted area on Isla Nublar. Yeah, cool stuff. So I recommend checking him out. Am I subscribed? I am not subscribed, so I will. I guess I can do it now. There we go. Cool. Okay, so we're winding down now. I'm saying less. I've said what I wanted to say. I told you how I like Jurassic Park. I don't like Jurassic World. We looked at the movies, at least clips of them or bits of them. They're bad. They look bad. Story's silly. And this trailer, it's like, it's called Rebirth. A new era they put in the trailer. It's like, oh sweet, what are they gonna cook up? And it looks like the same shit. It looks like another shitty film. Apparently these movies actually make quite a bit of money, so they'll probably do well with like normie audience, and family audience, but not for people who are a bit more critical like me, and want more from our modern film writing and filmmaking and all of that. So yeah, I think that's everything I want to talk about. Yeah, thank you. So thank you for watching this. I rambled a bit, but I'm just beginning. I'm just trying. And yeah, what do you think? Let me know, because the comments it's cool to leave comments and interact. So I'll read the comments. What do you guys think about the trailer? Do you agree with my take? Is it the same old shit, different day, or are you excited for a invigorated franchise? So let me know, and yeah, we can talk about it in the comments. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you out in the stars.